Hey, what's going on, everyone? Curious Wanderer here. Today we are going to debunk a clueless Twitter user and talk about representation. Let's start by debunking the Twitter user. We see here that the Twitter user Laza or Lotza, I'm not sure how to say the name, has tweeted, "This is pathetic," and included a screenshot from a Bounding into Comics article. The screenshot says the following: "The real reason that movies such as Lightyear, Bros, and Strange World die horrible deaths at the box office is not actually due to backlash against the LGBTQ movement. It's much simpler than that. Audiences simply cannot relate to the material. Think about it. If you're a straight male or female, what incentive is there for you to watch a gay rom-com like Bros? The answer, of course, is none. You can't identify with the characters, the nature of the relationship, or their respective cultural bubble. You're an outsider being asked to embrace a completely foreign sexual concept. Ironically, it would be like asking a gay man to turn straight. Now, in case you didn't realize it right away, allow me to elucidate for you what this Twitter user is attempting to do. What have the radical left been screaming for years now? Representation, because according to them, no one can identify with characters in entertainment unless they can see themselves in those characters. Bounding into Comics essentially said the same thing here. Except they didn't, and I'm here to tell you why. Let's look at two of these three movies that were mentioned. Since I'm not too familiar with Lightyear, we'll talk about Bros and Strange World. Starting with Bros. What is it? It is a gay rom-com. It is not, say, an exciting sci-fi flick with a great story and a well-written protagonist that happens to be gay, for example. It literally is gay, gay, gay from beginning to end. What segment of the population is such a movie aimed at? Gay people. According to Gallup, 7.1% of adults in America identify as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. Now remove everyone from that percentage except the gays, and the number drops even further. Not only was this movie specifically created to cater to gay people, but also it shits all over straight people. Now, even if it weren't for the fact that this movie caters to a minuscule amount of people, and even if it weren't for shitting on straight people, many straight people have no reason to go and see this movie. Straight people who are anti-alphabet soup certainly won't go and see this movie. Many straight people who support the alphabet mafia, nevertheless, don't want to go and see a bunch of dudes having sex because it's fucking gross. Bros was doomed to fail from the beginning. The main point of Bros was not to tell a great story with great characters. It was basically, look how gay we are. Gay, gay, gay. Normalize gay. Gay in your face. Gay for days. The activist messaging was more important than trying to be entertaining. Now, let's briefly look at Strange World. The Quartering noted that this movie checks an awful lot of boxes, including a gay main character, biracial couple, including a climate change metaphor, and featuring a disabled dog. Now, to give credit where credit is due, this movie looks like it at least attempts to set its characters in some sort of story, but by all accounts, it is a very weak story. I'm pretty sure I know why, too. Once upon a time, those who create entertainment actually cared about being entertaining and about telling good stories. Now they view entertainment as merely a platform for spreading their ideals. Strange World has all of the telltale signs that the activism came first, while the story was an afterthought. Because the only purpose of the story was to serve as a vehicle for the activism. As a side note, Strange World is supposed to be a kids' movie. No responsible parents are teaching their young children about sex, let alone homosexuality. This movie reeks of pushing an agenda. We've gone over why what Bounding into Comics said is different than what the woke have been saying. That being said, it is not impossible to connect with characters who are different than you are. Imagine a story where a young man who lacks self-confidence is thrown into a situation that seems like it is too much for him to handle. Over the course of the story, he learns to believe in himself, and he becomes the hero that saves the day. This man could be black, Asian, Hispanic, straight, some variety of alphabet soup, or whatever, and people would still be able to empathize. Why? Because a story like that is something that holds universal appeal for humanity, unlike being gay, which most men have no interest in. Characters do not have to be just like you in order for you to relate to them. Look at Squid Game. That series has a bunch of Koreans in it, and it became a global phenomenon. Where's the representation there? I rest my case. That's everything. Thanks for watching.